Hello everyone. The next part of chapter number 3, which today you will be studying, is biodiversity. Now, biodiversity is a short form of biological diversity. You can say that it is the existence of different species, different living thing, all different characteristic in an environment from a small dust particle to all the molecules which are present in the environment or in the atmosphere. Each and everything, each and every substance which is present today, which was present in the past, and which will be present in the future, all together comes under the category of biodiversity. Biodiversity, in other words, you can say, is similar to biosphere. Now, in environmental studies, you all are going to come to similar terms. It means different terms are there, but the concept in that is same. Okay, so I can say that biodiversity includes genes to ecosystems, ecological environment, evolutionary environment. Everything comes under this category. It not only includes the species which we are considering as rare or are on the verge of extinction, but also the current one which are present in the environment. All the living factor are considered under biodiversity. Okay, you can say that it is the total variability of the life which is present on the earth. The different genes, different species, different ecosystem in a particular region, everything comes under biodiversity. Now we have learned what biodiversity is. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is levels of biodiversity. I have already explained what biodiversity is, means all the living factors present till now, they comes under biodiversity, but there are different levels to it. So let's study what are these levels. These three levels are genetic diversity, species diversity, community and ecosystem diversity. Now let's study the first one, that is genetic diversity. Now, genetic diversity means genes, inheritance, which we get from our parents. You can say our genes. This you can say is included in genetic diversity. In simple word, I am telling you all, genetic characteristic of a particular species. It is a genetic characteristic of a particular species. This species can be plant, this can be animal, this can be human being, anything. A particular characteristic is considered as your genes. Now this genetic variability, it is showing different characteristics in different plants and animals. Okay, due to genes only, everything is different. Means you can say one of the examples are human beings, animals, plants. Human beings are also having same structure, correct, but then two different characteristics are there. Some people are having, some are fat, some are thin, some are tall, some are short, some people are having brighter color, some people are having dark complexion. What is all these things about? These things are genetics only, which is distinguishing each person, each individual to individual difference. You can notice. Why you can notice? You can notice it because of genes. There are different species, there are different genes in those species. Cat are different from dog, mouse are different from some other animals. All are different. Why they are different? They are different because of genes only. And one of the aspects which I would like to cover is that it is serving as a very beneficial way for the population. Why it is serving as a beneficial way? Because the population are adapting different changes in the environment. If we talk about the population, if you study the previous populations, or if you study when if we talk about thousands of years ago, or when the human evolution was started, at that time people were not having knowledge. At that time the genes were different. They were not having any knowledge how to adapt the environment. As the time is passing, as the variety of genes are being available now, different characteristics are being found in animals also, in human beings also. These characteristics are making them very easy, are making them very easy to adapt the environment, to adapt the changes which are easily acceptable by them. Okay. One of the examples you can say is, people are getting proper knowledge and idea. Why they are getting proper knowledge and idea? Because of the evolution only. The apes or the monkeys which were there in thousands of years ago, they were not having much knowledge about the environment, how to utilize the resources available in the environment. But as time passed, now everything is evolved, so the characteristic, so the thinking is also involved. So genetic diversity, it plays a very important role in the development of the environment. You can say that genetic diversity, they are dependent on each other. If we remove one type of species from the system, this cycle will break. One of the examples can be dinosaurs. Since dinosaurs were they were on the verge of extinctions, now you will not find those kind of species. Okay, over here I have uploaded one image. You can see it is an image of corn, and see different types of corns are available over here. Why they are available? Because these are evolved from thousands of years. Each species, it adapted certain characteristics, and after adapting certain characteristics, this characteristic is visible over here. They are one thing only, corn, but they are each is having different characteristic, different color, maybe taste changes will also be there. So why this is because of genetic variability only. If this thing does not exist, what will happen? Only one corn was available, but different countries you will find different types of corns. Why? Because over there the environment is different, over there surrounding is different. So according to the environment, according to the surrounding, according to the vegetations, these different types are now cultivated. So this is what genetic diversity all about. You can even genes you can find. I have a given example of human beings. If we talk about dog, different breeds are there of dog. Dogs are same, but different breeds are there. You'll find many different types of dog, different types of cat. All this category, they come under genetic diversity. After this, we will be I have given over here one example, like teak wood varieties are there, Indian people are there, Chinese people are there, Asians also different categories are there, Americans, all are different. Now the next one is species diversity. Now species diversity means what? It depends upon the particular region. As the region is, a particular region will have different ecosystem, different environment, and different type of species will born and brought up over there. It is, everything comes up to a region. Different region will have different types of species over here. It is a variety of species. You know that variety of species exists on the earth. Okay, and it refers on the number of species also, and number of individuals which are present in that species. Like I'm giving you an example. China is one region. Over there one type of species of people exist. India is a region. Over there one kind of species exist. Koreans, one kind of species exist. So these are the regions, different regions where different human beings, animals, they are existing. Example is also given over here. In a tropical ecosystem, more diversity is found than in the temperate ecosystem. This is a common sense. We have studied in the second chapter. I have already told you all that evergreen forest and semi-evergreen forests, they are having different types of plants. They are having different, many kinds of animal, many water bodies. Why they are having? Because these are the area which is fully, full greenery is available. Okay, fully developed, ecologically developed. So over there you will find many kind of species, many kind of animals, many kind of trees. But if we talk about desert area will have different kind of species. Okay, that is also a region. Over there those kind of species will only survive who does not require water. Okay, like cactus. I can give you an example of cactus, which they are not fully dependent on water. Even the animals who which over there they will be existing, they will not require large amount of water. So this is just different regions, and these are called as species diversity. The third one is community and ecosystem diversity. Now this includes ecosystem, natural communities and habitat. Habitat means a way of living, you can say. All this together they comes under this biodiversity. Okay, over here different communities are shown. What are those different communities? Like tropical communities, grassland communities, hot and cold areas, desert areas, wetland, river. Are these are what? These are different ecosystem only, and these ecosystems are having all the plants and animals. So this is what ecosystem diversity all about. So these were the three categories. First, we studied biodiversity, and inside biodiversity, we studied different types of biodiversity. First one is the genetic diversity, means the DNA. Okay, where people are same, all the people are having hands, nose, eyes, but has everything is different. Not all are similar looking ones. Some are short, some are tall. That we studied in genetic. Species diversity means different region will have different animals and plants depending upon the their surrounding effect. And community means that regions only. And now after this we studied what are these types. Now what is the value of the biodiversity? We are using the our environment. What benefits we are getting from that environment? In simple words we are going to talk about. So your value of biodiversity is given. First one is the consumptive use. Now consumptive use means what? Consumptive use means the value of the nature's product that are consumed on the daily basis. In other words I can say that the natural product which are being consumed by the people, like firewood we are consuming, meat we are consuming, fodder is consumed. Okay, all the like plants, medicinal plants, whatever naturally available things which we are consuming directly, and they are not uh, processed for the markets. I'll give you an example like aloe vera. Aloe vera is a plant, medicinal plant. We can consume directly. Okay, we can use that plant directly. There is no need to go to the market to buy that. Those who are having crops at home, we can cut it, we can eat, we can apply it on our face, we can apply on our hair. This is not available for market use. In other words I can say, in market these are available, but we can get directly from the nature. As it is, we can eat in the given format, are the ones which we are using in the consumptive use. Like certain drugs are available for from plants we are getting directly. Certain drugs we are getting, no need to go and buy that directly from the chemist when we are getting it in the raw form. So these were the consumptive use. Fuel, we are getting firewood, no need to go and buy the woods. The people who are staying near the village area, they can directly go and take these things from their forest, from their farms also. No need to go to a particular shop to buy all this thing. Food also, many types of foods are available. So all this thing comes under consumptive category. Second one is the productive category. Productive category means the products which is having a market value, or they are used for the commercial values. They are being traded. Importing is done, exporting is done. We are using for money exchange. In simple words, the product which has certain market value, or for money exchange we are using, those products are called as productive value. And over here in animal products are given, like silk we are getting, wool we are getting from sheep, musk we are getting, leather we are getting from animals. All these things are having a greater cost if we go and buy these type of product. If you go in the market and buy silk products or leather product, pure leather products, they are a bit costly. So that all comes under productive use. Plant products also, wood, from wood we are getting paper, we are buying paper. We are buying plywood, we are buying cotton, all this thing is having a certain money value. So this was productive use. The third one is the social value. Social value means what? It is the manner in which the bio resources are used in the society. Now, why this point is given over here? It means that biodiversity in India, it plays a very important role. Now, why it is playing a very important role? Because there are many things available which people are looking with a religious aspect, spiritual aspect. There are many culture we are following. Why biodiversity is there? Because India is a country where different religions are there. Each particular thing is having a spiritual value also, or religious wise they are having uh, precious value to certain thing. Like bel patra, for Shivji bel patra is important. Like then certain animals, cow is a holy animal. So all the there are many plants and animals who are having ritual significance, whose significance is very important. Holy plants are there, holy animals are there. So all these things, they comes under social value. The fourth one is ethical value. Ethical value means what? These are the species that we may use or we may not use, but its existence is very important for the nature. Over here examples are given. Holy river like Ganga, we are using or not, but it is having certain significance, like spiritual god significance also, you can say. Trees are there, certain ethical values are there for all these things. And also economic aspect also, it plays a very important role. So these comes under ethical value. Fifth one is aesthetic value. Aesthetic value means what? The beautiful nature of plant and animal insists us to protect the biodiversity. Over here means what? We are having the privilege of our biodiversity. Okay, we are using all the goods available, but it's our responsibility. We should protect the nature. We should treat our nature respectively. We should preserve the biodiversity and also develop our knowledge in order to make better life, in order to make people also aware of everything, and in order to create a happy space so that everyone enjoys a certain share. We should protect the environment in such a way that even the wildlife, they are getting a chance to enjoy their life. By not cutting the forest, if we are cutting the forest, they are homeless now, they are shelterless. So what they are doing, they are coming on the streets. It is a threat to humans only. So it is our responsibility that we should keep each and every species comfortably and freely in their environment, so that everyone can enjoy the beauty of nature peacefully. So this comes under aesthetic value. The last one is the optional value. Optional value means what? There are many species, even today there are many species which are not into consideration. Today we are not having that much important for a particular species, but we don't know that it can be proved of very much importance in the near future. So our responsibility is to protect those optional species also. We should take good care of those species also, because these species, we don't know, they are having the potential which will be benefit to us in the future, in the economic front also and in the ecological front also. So this comes under optional value. So these were the values of biodiversity, which were divided into different categories. First one was the consumptive, means directly available, no need to go to the market first. Second is productive, money related, which can from these products we can get a lot of money. Third was social, means regional or spiritual values. Fourth one was ethical, means they exist or not exist, but they are having certain value in our life. Fifth one was aesthetic, means every species has a right to live. Last is optional, the species which exist now, we even the species which are not considered or they are not highlighted, we don't know what beneficial they can be in the near future. So these were the values of biodiversity. Now we learned what is biodiversity, what are the types, what are its value. The last is the loss of biodiversity. When we have completed all these things, why not the last, which is the foremost important, that why we are losing all these things.